are the gameplay differences between Gen 4 and Gen 5?
That's an interesting question because we wanted to do our best to try to keep parity between Gen 5 and Gen 4 as much as possible.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Oubre out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Rose. And it's Dayton in at the center position. They've got Marc Gasol. He's out there with Allen. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Williamson. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. Now here's Dayton. Back to Rose. Now the regular season coming to a close, Greg. Some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs. And lottery teams sometimes ready to hang it up and call it quits. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games matter. And then with the younger teams, young players are trying to secure their future moving forward, and teams, they're doing a great job of evaluating and determining whether or not they want some of those guys on the roster the following year.
Very interesting. Now here's Williamson. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game. And the home team has possession. Outside Gasol. The pass to Jerome. Clock at 6. It's Allen on the wing. For the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Rose passes to Brown. Back to Rose. And finished off by Rose.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Now here's Williamson. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Brown. He had a 39-point outing in their last game again.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. And good that time.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
Now here's Rose. He had an 18-point outing in their last game again.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And Doris, don't forget a consensus All-American in his final year of college. Hachimura scoring almost 20 points a game.
Yes, Greg. He helped the Gonzaga Bulldogs to 37 wins in each of his last 2 years, and obviously played in some big-time games. Was asked to step up in key moments, and he delivered.
Here's Rose, and the dunk by Rose.
Well, Rose loves to get out into open space in transition. That extra space to work, lay it in.
Outside Gasol. Passes it to Williamson. Williamson double team. A wide open look for Gasol, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Brown drives in, and Brown throws it down.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Outside Gasol. .46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's Allen on the wing. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Allen's shot is off. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And it's Williamson missing. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 13-5 run here. Pass to Ayton. Kicks to Rose. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. They're presented.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got Jared Allen. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Jerome in at the 1. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Hawks, Ayton is out there with Hachimura. And it's Rose. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Brown in at the 2.
Takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations. And you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
Outside Rose, out to the right wing, in a wide open look for Hachimura, and too long on the shot.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Gasol, uses the glass to finish the layup.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Well, you think about Marc Gasol. This is a former defensive player of the year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Rose. Gasol kicks to Williamson. Rose against Gasol. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in.
And Doris, with Gasol, it's on the defensive end where his impact is felt the most.
That's exactly right. He still makes life difficult for opposing centers. He's strong. He's smart. He knows all the tricks of the trade. Watching Marc Gasol play is a pleasure. Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Jerome passes to Allen. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Rose.
Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Rose dishes to Ayton.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
.102 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Oubre can't get it to go. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. They double him with Ayton. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The kick out to Rose. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Oubre. offline from the high post. And 44% from the field in the second. Allen passes to Williamson. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Brown. Valanciunas goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And now just a 5-point Atlanta lead. Unable to get that one. So that'll be it for the first half. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 5. Kenny, give us your...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Marcus Gasol is out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Jerome in at the point. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Stolen by Rose. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. There's the lob to Brown. Here's the break. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here's Allen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
The Hawks leading by 6. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Rose. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, you've got to watch those long arms of Jared Allen. Twice on the pipe, send it back.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Rose gets a wide open look. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Rose has got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that one's good. Williamson.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
There's the pass to Hachimura. Oubre, no one around him. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Jerome passes to Williamson. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 3-point Atlanta lead.
The confidence evident. Zion, no problem rising and firing away. That's a sign of a true leader.
Rose passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Jerome. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brown wide open. He fires. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Allen outside. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Nice job drawing the contact on that move. Jared Allen, very difficult to contain because of his length.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Allen drops them both. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've led by as much as 10. Now Hachimura. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game. They get it back. For 3, Oubre. No good. Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Rui Hachimura out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Dayton. And it's Rose. And it's Brown in at the 2 spot. And it's Williamson missing. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Hachimura. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Allen outside. Passes it to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Allen against Oubre. Here's Valanciunas, and he lays it straight in.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Brown finds Rose. Double team on Rose, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strength.
Count that one. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
I like the physicality on that play by Jonas Valanciunas. Simply powers through the contact, showing he can give it as well as take it.
Floats it up for Rose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Rose. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know this. There's a long history of great players coming out of Lithuania, and Valanciunas right there with the best of them. Remember, back in 2012, this guy was the MVP of the Lithuanian Basketball League. You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Brown finds 8. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Hawks lead by 1.
DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Rebounded by the Hawks. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Get a sense there of how challenging it is to guard DeAndre Ayton. Gets good position, makes the defense react.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
To the inside, Valanciunas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton.
When Valanciunas forces the issue like that, he is really tough to handle. He does a good job drawing contact.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Rose, guarded closer. To the middle, down kicks to Oubre. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. They get it back. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 6. And another shot. The Hawks again can't hit.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And look at how much time they have. I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David.
That is unbelievable. One of the best big shot makers this game has ever seen.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the home team has possession. It's a 1-point game. Inside. The rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Lets the 3 fly. Can't knock in the 3. Allen outside. Here's Jerome. Misses the 3. Can they tie? Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.